I hope all of you have been having a good summer, despite the fact that things are not quite as far along as we might have hoped in terms of this virus. But we are still looking forward to the start of a new year in which many of us will have the opportunity to be together. We're in the month of Elul, the month in which we prepare for these days of awe, the last month of the Jewish calendar. And I want to share with you a parable from the Baal Shem Tov, the founder of Hasidism, about how we can live this time of preparation for a new beginning. The parable is called "The King is in the Field." And according to the parable, for most of the year, if you wanted to go and have an appointment with a king, you would have to try to go through all kinds of back channels to get an appointment and to see if you could get on the king's schedule. And if you were so lucky to do that, you would have to show up in your finest clothing and wait for hours and hours and hope that you might have your audience with the king. But according to the parable, in the month of Elul, the king goes out for walks in the field, and anyone who approaches the king is welcome to speak with him. That idea of the king, or of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One of Blessing, being open to us during this month and wanting to converse with us is a beautiful image. And Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav actually built on this idea of the king being in the field by encouraging us to use this month of Elul to do a practice that he called hitbodedut, which is to go out into a place somewhere, hopefully in nature, where you can be alone, and to just open up your heart to God and say what is really in your heart, what's really true. Your fears, your disappointments, your hopes, your longings, everything that is in your heart is something that Rabbi Nachman encouraged us to do. Because when we speak words out loud, we have a harder time being untruthful with ourselves. Sometimes when we're just in our heads, we can create stories that sometimes are further from what's really real and true in our lives. But when we speak them out, when we speak them out loud and we direct them to God, there's a lot of truth that's going to come. So I want to say to all of us, in a year that's had so many ups and downs and twists and turns and hopes and longings, disappointments and losses, this is a time to really speak what's in your heart, because the king is in the field and the king wants to know what's in your heart. I hope that we all have the opportunity to take some time to really speak aloud to God what's true, so that when we come together for this high holy day period, whether we're on a screen at home or in the main sanctuary of Bethlehem congregation, we'll have poured out our hearts to God and be ready to begin a new year that can truly be transformational. Wishing each and every one of you a good end to your summer. And as we get ready for this new year, a Shana Tova Mituka, a sweet and healthy new year.